We're live in 2020. Happy New Year, listeners.
I hope we're not live in 2020.
I hope we are still alive in 2020.
We were still alive in 2020.
No, we left 2020 behind.
God damn it,
Don't
Stu.
tell me we're starting again.
There we go. I think we might have, given with the little issues we had at the start of this recording, I think we might have just discovered Y2K, but like 22 years late.
Y22K.
Third time lucky. We are here to start a recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tales from 20side. Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your Games Master for this game and for many others. And I'm joined by Stu.
Hello, Happy New Year, whatever year it is.
Hopefully the right one. I'm joined by Neil.
Hello, Happy New Year, and you can save and record this greeting for every year subsequently. I can keep on saying Happy New Year from beyond the grave.
Hello, Darren.
Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hope it is
nothing else to add.
That's it. And we've got Amy.
Happy New Year. Yay.
Yay.
Maybe we didn't. We don't know.
No, because we're still in November.
But we hope we did.
Yes, I'm sure we did.
That's it. We're still in November. This is recording 4 or 5. I can't even remember. It's been a long day. We're all very tired. So
it's recording 4.
Recording 4. There we go.
Not including the ones that got messed up.
No, not including those ones, nor not including the snippet we did for the beginning of the last episode.
That's it. But yes, we are all here. Welcome back. It's a new year. It's a brave new day.
Yeah, did everyone have a good Christmas?
I'm going to be optimistic and say yes, because I would have spent the week after Christmas and indeed New Year itself in Norway.
Nice, very festive. Troll hunting,
yes. Troll hunting and getting lost in forests.
I will have been in Scotland, so I'm hoping I've had a nice time.
I'll be in Wales, also having a nice time.
Right. I'll have been in Holland, but actually I'll have been in Holland by the next episode, so... Well, by several episodes ago, I was in Holland. I have no plans to return. No immediate plans, anyway.
And I'll have spent Christmas on my own and probably gone up to Yorkshire for a day or two in between.
Give my love to Dawn.
I will. That's my sister.
Does she listen to this show?
No.
Oh, so yeah, give her.
She listens to Aliens Explored, but not this one.
Right.
This is not in her will. Well, although we do, I do run a game for my sister and brother-in-law and one of my nephews on a regular basis. Pathfinder game.
You are a busy chap.
I am too busy. Fingers
I don't know
pies.
how you find time to be in things like a commercial for a well-known high street retailer.
You're just trying to get me to rant again, aren't you? Well, I'm hoping now we're in 2022 that they've actually fucking paid me by now.
Let's hope so.
I'm not holding out much hope, because
otherwise there will be a rant. Otherwise there really will be a rant at the start of next episode.
I will record one specially.
Oh dear. So I would say it's a new year. That means we're all refreshed and ready to go. But that's a lie. In reality, it's still November. We're still tired AF.
Aren't you all actors?
I'm not an actor.
You studied drama, did you not?
I do have a degree in performing arts.
You should have the skill set.
Which part of it should I have?
Pretending not to be knackered when you're knackered. That's a very important skill.
What about the bit that allows you to draw musical performances?
I did study. I think I must have missed that module. I did learn how to stand in a circle, though, Stu. So I've got the basics down.
That's lesson 1, isn't it?
That's quite an achievement if you can do it on your own. And they do lots of energy. No, that was like my first ever thing with performing arts was like, right, we're going to create a piece of music using these household objects. I'm like, well, I'm fucking here to act, you know. But of course, performing arts is much more than just acting, isn't it? And,
it is.
Yes, and then it was, now you've created that piece of music, we're going to draw it. Fucking
but
hell,
you know,
like,
my memory of drama school, I remember everyone would say, oh yeah, let's have a game of zip zap boing, or let's have a game of what are you doing, or whatever. And then someone would say, well, actually, we need to work on our scripts. Oh, for God's sake, do we have to?
It's not a game of what are you doing, Neil. That was just people going up to you and
what are you fucking doing?
What the fuck do you think you're doing? Do you think you're playing it?
Okay. Well, tired or not, folks, we do have an episode of our game to record. So how's everyone feeling right about now? We are in our first combat for some time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I'm pleased that my first little play with my hand stabbers went as well as it did.
Yeah, they were good buy.
Yeah.
They were a good
absolutely killing it with this combat.
Don't say that.
And now a big one's turned up.
Now big ones set up. The bigger they are,
No.
And I'll stab that fucker as well.
Yeah.
the bigger they are, the harder they hit you.
Yes.
That's what I've learned.
The bigger they are, the more of them there is to punch and stab.
That's also very valid.
The bigger they are, the slower.
More surface area. It's basic science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bigger that something is,
Shall
the
we stab
easier
it?
it is to stab.
Let's stab it.
I just say size doesn't matter. Spent a lot of time of effort perpetuating that, so I'm going to stick with it.
Fair enough.
You've earned your right to say that.
Yes.
Right. Well, folks, shall we just get straight back on with it? The reason why we're all here, and get some more killing done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not killing, it's unkilling because they're undead.
But no, because that implies that you're bringing them back to life.
Re-killing?
Re-killing. We'll go with re-killing.
Re-deadening.
Re-deadening. Fantastic. All right, yeah. So if there are no objections, we'll just jump straight back in. All right. So our adventurers, Olwyn Templeton, Brother Amos, Otto von Niederschläger, and Della Thornbury, having arrived in the city of WhiteThrone, where they intend to find Baba Yaga's dancing hut in order to progress their quest of freeing the Witch Queen from whatever her daughter Elvana has done to keep her away from Galarian. They've made their way to the city of WhiteThrone. They have acquired some documentation from a forger by the name of Digby Rat, with which they are using to move around the city a little bit with a little bit more ease than perhaps they would otherwise have. They've made contact with Solvig Erdol, the leader of the Heralds of Summer's Return, a kind of underground resistance rebellion group who are fighting both against Elvana and more broadly against Baba Yaga herself, but they're choosing to kind of sit on the side of Baba Yaga for the time being, in hopes that she shows them gratitude once she's released from whatever prison she's being held in. The party went on a shopping trip around the city of WhiteThrone. They sold some goods. They bought some goods. They discovered that a couple of things they had were perhaps more significant than they first realised. And they returned to the Shrine of the Everbloom, where they decided that they were going to assist They were going to assist Solvig with two jobs that he had previously offered them. Choosing first to investigate a missing cell of his resistance that had been captured. The party had decided to go and investigate the old bone grinder, a windmill on the outskirts of the city, where WhiteThrone's dead are taken to be ground into useful materials. Just as the party were leaving to go and scout this out of an evening, there came the sounds of an attack. Came an alarm of an attack on the heralds from one of their underground passageways, and leading you down deeper underground. Solvig led you to a fork in the path where you split up from him and rushed down to confront whatever may be clawing its way up from underground. You came into contact with a pack of ghouls, sort of undead monstrosities with slavering tongues and long, sharp claws. But before they were able to do anything, the party were able to get the drop on this pack of creatures. Brother Amos eviscerating one with his new punch daggers, and Otto disintegrating another with a blast of healing magic. Just as it looked like the last two of these ghouls were about to turn and run, a horrid stench filled the air. A stench of decay and death and general rot filled your nostrils as a much larger ghoul appeared from further down the tunnel and essentially forced the two smaller ghouls to keep on fighting. That is where we bring ourselves back in. We are coming straight back into the initiative order. And we are on the ghouls' turn. And you see, with the appearance, with the sudden appearance of this larger creature behind them, the last two of the original ones that you were engaging with, they sort of nervously look back towards you, seemingly more afraid of it than you, and they press forward to engage you. Brother Amos, you see that one of them comes rushing up towards you, and is going to make a swing with its claws.
Can I just interject? Wouldn't their running away count as an action?
When I said they were running away, it wasn't like a full run away. Yes is the answer. I'm counting that as an action for them.
Okay, cool.
But not their full turn.
Oh right, that's okay. Sorry, backseat driver.
That's all right. I'm used to it by now.
Okay.
So this ghoul comes running towards you, brother Amos, and strikes out with its claws. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That hits. Okay. So as it slashes into you, brother Amos, you take 6 points of slashing damage. And as its claws rake across your body, you feel a slight stiffness. Can I have a fortitude save, please?
Liberating step.
All right. Talk to me about liberating step, Stu. It's been a while since we've used it.
It is quite a long time since we've used it, isn't it? Liberating step. I need to be in a certain range, and I need to check what that range is. But if I'm within range, then by casting Liberating Step, I get to reduce the amount of damage done, and if my ally is grabbed or grappled or immobilized or paralyzed, they can make an extra save to release themselves from it. If they're not, they can step as a free action if they want, and it needs to be 15 feet. Both the enemy and the ally need to be 15 feet with me.
Okay, so let me just check. Yes, they are both within range of that ability.
Excellent. So, damage is reduced by 7.
Okay, so Brother Amos takes no damage, and in fact that will negate the fortitude save. So I think that makes sense.
Okay.
And you can, Brother Amos, if you want, take a step action away.
Yes. Yes, I will.
Okay, so do you want to go backwards or forwards? So backwards would obviously move you away from it. Forwards would put you still next to the creature, but in front of Chardonnay.
Take a step forwards.
go forwards. Okay, very nice. That's going to end that ghoul's turn. The second one is actually going to comes running towards Della, and is going to make an attack against her. That's going to be 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
So it swipes towards you with its claws, Della, and you sort of duck nimbly under it as it rushes towards you.
Yeah.
That will end the ghoul's turns. The larger creature, you see it sort of looks at you, sort of licking its lips, almost sees this intervention from Olwyn. Is going to move forward. You watch it. It takes a step forward. It takes a couple of steps forward, almost as if it's running towards you, Brother Amos, and then it crouches down into like a sprinter's leap. Leaps clear over both you and Chardonnay and lands next to Olwyn.
How high are the ceilings here?
The ceilings are probably about 8 or 9 feet tall, so it's sort of glided almost across above the two of you, above Amos and Chardonnay. It drops down, and as it does so, just this horrific stench fills your nostrils, Olwyn, and it's going to make an attack against you with its claws.
Okay, I'm glad I raised my shield.
Okay, that is going to be 22 to hit.
It does not hit. Does not get through the shield.
Okay, you see this creature leaping over your comrades and clashing down with its claws, and you get the shield up just in time to deflect the blow aside. That's going to end their turn. Olwyn, we're back round to you.
Okay, with a cry of "Ha fucker!" I will first action raise the shield again.
Okay.
Second action, I will strike at this thing with the cold iron longsword.
All right.
I know basically it's just a longsword in this case, but hey ho. 26 to hit.
26 to hit, okay. 26 does hit, you'll be glad to know, so roll damage for me.
Yes! This is 5 points of slashing damage.
5 points of slashing, okay. Could you also roll another d20 for me, please, Stu?
Yes. 14.
14, okay. Don't worry.
Okay, and my final action, I will call Chardonnay over to take up a flanking position with me and attack the creature.
Yep, easy enough to do. Chardonnay doesn't have to move too far to do that.
Okay. But obviously that's going to be one action to move. Snappy snap with the old jaws. Oh, 19 on the die for 28.
28 is a hit. I've just remembered something. At the start of your turn, Olwyn, I would have needed a fortitude save from both yourself and from Chardonnay.
Okay, mine is 19.
Okay.
It's not against a curse or spell save, is it?
No, it's not.
Right, okay. And Chardonnay's fortitude save is a 15.
A 15, okay. So, kind of as you've started in such close proximity to this creature, the stench of it fills your nostrils, and you feel yourself retching slightly. When you manage to hold it together, you suffer no effects. However, Chardonnay, with that failure there, becomes sickened 1.
Okay. And being sickened 1 only gets one action, which was to move
No. Sicken doesn't reduce actions, it reduces it's a -1 penalty.
Right, okay.
But I think the attack roll was enough to hit regardless, so that's fine.
Right, cool. Is there a reduction on strength, on damage?
No, so sickened is a reduction to all your checks and DCs.
Okay.
So this creature has weaponized his personal hygiene.
Pretty much.
Don't get any ideas, Otto. With 1 on the dice, that's only 3 points of damage from Chardonnay.
3 points of damage from Chardonnay. Very nice. Okay. That's Alwyn done, I believe.
That is.
Okay. At the end of Alwyn's turn, we are round to Della. Della, you also starting sort of quite close to this creature. You get a whiff of it, and I need a fortitude save, please.
Okay. I got a 13.
13. That is a failure, Della. This stench overwhelms your senses for a second, and you become sickened 1.
Okay.
So -1 to all your checks and DCs, including your armor class.
Cool. Right, so I'm engaged with a little ghoul, aren't I?
You are engaged with a little ghoul. You are also within range of the larger one.
Okay. Am I flanking where I am? Anything?
With where you are not flanking.
Okay. Can I shift into a
yes, you
position?
can. If you kind of move, you can move away from the larger one in order to flank the smaller one with Brother Amos.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
And then I'll stab it.
You stab that ghoul.
With a 2 on the dice, so that's a 15.
A 15 is not enough to hit. You
No.
glide toward it with your weapon, and you kind of catch it under the arm rather than in the body.
But that doesn't stop me from trying again, does it?
It does not. Roll again.
Here we go. It's a bit better. -5. 20.
20 is enough to hit. Roll damage.
Yay! And I got sneak attack.
You will get sneak attack. That's right, because it's flat-footed.
So that's 2d6. Oh yeah. So I got 14.
14 damage off that strike. Very nice.
I rolled 2 6s.
That is your rogues. That is your rogue doing what rogues do best.
Better than last one. 2.
Okay. Is that Della done?
That is me actioned out.
All right. End of Della's turn. It's Brother Amos. Brother Amos, you are also close enough to this creature to get the full blast of its smell. I need a fortitude save at the start of your turn, please.
Okay. 22.
22. You are absolutely fine. You feel this thing pressing on your senses, and you hold your breath for just a moment to let it pass. Take your turn.
Take my turn. Okay. Oh no, it's a 7, not a 1. For that. 18.
18 to hit, or
Yeah.
so, sure. So, what are you attacking? So right now you have a ghoul that is between you and Della.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the goal between me and Della. Sorry.
Sure. So 18 is just enough to hit.
Okay. And for my, so I'm doing flurry of blows.
Sure. Okay. Roll second attack.
18 again.
There we go. Both hits there. Roll damage.
So the first one I rolled was an 8. The second one was a 6.
So 14 points of damage. Two quick strikes into this creature. It doesn't go down, but it's looking heavily wounded. You've still got 2 actions left.
I shall hit it again.
Hit it again. Roll the attack.
24.
24 is a hit, and your strength bonus alone is going to bring that down. Was that 24 with the multiple attack penalty?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Either way, it's enough to bring it down. 1 action left. There's another ghoul kind of on the other side of you, and then this larger one that's currently between Alwyn and Chardonnay.
I'm going to go for the larger one.
Go for the larger one. So the larger one, you will need to move into range with it.
Okay, yeah, I'll move into range.
So last action, you move up to fight it. That's you done. Otto, we're round to you.
So, how far away is this big one from me?
The largest one is it's 15 feet from you.
In that case, I will cast a 3rd level healing spell using all my 3 goals in one.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that's actually going to be a save for both of these. So roll 3d8 for me, Otto.
3d8.
Yes.
6. 8. 3. 17.
17, okay. So that's actually going to hit everything within 30 feet. What's your spell DC, Otto?
The spell DC is 21.
Okay. So 9 on the die, fortitude. Do the big guy first because he's closer. Okay. Big guy fails. So he was. What was the total there? 17.
17 plus 21.
Where's the plus 21 from?
So that's my spell DC.
Oh, sorry. So yeah. So it's 17 points of damage he takes. That's nasty. The guy on the other side. That's a 3. That might be a critical failure. That's definitely a critical failure. Bloody hell.
Nice.
So yeah, you watch as Otto blasts out another wave of healing energy. If anybody was hurt, I don't think anyone was. You restore 17 hit points. The last remaining of the smaller ghouls once again is turned to dust and ash on the breeze, and the larger one takes a heavy hit from that, but still seems to be standing.
And that is why I asked, are these creatures undead?
That's it.
I have a special remedy for them.
That's it. Obviously, mark off your 3rd level spell slots for those.
I've marked off 2. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then last of all, so you do that with 3 actions. So it is now the larger ghoul's turn. Yeah.
Him being the only one left.
Him being the only one left, indeed. I have a funny feeling this is going to be his last turn.
Don't make it a good one.
Let's hope it is a good one. So the first thing he's going to do. Yeah, okay. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to lash out with his claws toward Olwyn.
Of course he is.
There is some intelligence here. It's seen you protect your friends. I'm not sure it wants you to do that again. But I have to hit. That is a 19 as it rakes you with its claw.
No, not even close.
He's going to try again. That's better. 19 minus 4 is 15 plus 13 is 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
There we go. So, Olwyn, you're going to take... I don't know why the damage isn't any bigger on this. That's going to be 6. That's 11 points of slashing damage as it rakes across you.
Okay.
And you feel your flesh tightening up a little bit. I need a fortitude save, please.
Right. Oops, that's not good. 21.
21, okay. Are you keeping it as 21?
Yes.
All right. So as this creature rakes across you, you feel your body tightening up a little bit for just a moment, and then you flex and you grit your teeth and you push through it. You suffer no ill effect.
Oh, good. I'm glad I kept it then.
Yeah. And last action with a growl of frustration, Olwyn, you see after it's missed you once, it's raked you a second time, and it's trying it lunges at you with its mouth open and trying to bite you with its jaws. But my God, I rolled absolute trash for these things. That is minus 10. That's 10 total to hit. That's going to be a big old miss.
Nowhere near. That is, it's a critical fail.
It's
less than 10.
It's not a natural one though. No fumble rule.
Not to worry.
That is going to end its turn, which brings us back round to Alwyn.
Right. First action
Start
will
of
be
your turn. Your turn. I do need a fortitude save for yourself and for Chardonnay, please.
You do. So that's 25 for Arwen.
Okay.
And the fortitude, Chardonnay's fortitude is reduced because Chardonnay is already sickened 1.
It is.
Oh shit, that's bad. Can I use hero points on Chardonnay?
I think we've said no in the past, haven't we?
No.
So,
Okay.
No.
13.
All right. Okay. 13 for Chardonnay. That is a failure. So yeah, Chardonnay becomes sickened 2.
5 Phillips, perhaps. Yes. Okay.
Didn't my healing spell have any effect on being sickened?
It did not.
It won't on second. No, it just restores hit points. I say just. That's pretty big, but. Right. So Arwen will raise his shield again. He will strike at the creature with his long sword. 28 to hit.
Hits. Oh, actually, with Chardonnay flanking, that's a critical hit, Stu.
Yay! So that is 4, 5, 10 points of slashing damage.
Is that doubled already?
That is already doubled.
Okay, so 10 points of slashing damage. Your crit card was Overhand Chop. You literally just hack into this creature and you see a gout of blood come shooting out. It is taking D8 persistent bleed damage.
Yay.
Could you roll another D20 for me, please, Stu?
Yes. 17.
17. Okay, don't worry.
Okay. And with Alwyn's last action, he will instruct Chardonnay to keep on at this creature.
Sure thing.
So Sickened's going to affect Chardonnay's melee, the strike, not the damage.
Yes, the damage is unaffected.
Okay, so Chardonnay's first attack. Oh, it's still pretty good. 24.
24's a hit.
Okay, that is for 6 points of damage, piercing damage. And Chardonnay's second attack. Oh, 7.
7 is a miss. Chardonnay bites it once, then almost sort of gets a mouthful of this disgusting black ichor that this thing has in place of blood, and sort of reels back and whiffs on the second strike.
It's just as well that Chardonnay can't ingest anything at the moment, then.
That's it. End of Owen's turn. It's Della. Della, you are within 10 feet. I need a fortitude save, please.
Okay. So that's -1. That is 19.
19. You are absolutely fine.
Whew. I'm still sickened 1.
Yes. Oh no. If you were sickened before, you are still sickened. That lasts until you basically you can either wait for it to pass naturally, or you can use an action on your turn to try and clear it by retching.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, what I think I'll do is come and attack this goblin guy. Is there a way that I can get into a flanking position from where I am?
What's your movement speed?
30.
Yes, there is.
Yay! I'll do that. And then I'll swing my rapier and poke it with 5. 18.
18, the flanking bonus is just enough to hit Della.
Yeah! Nice. With sneak attack.
With sneak attack.
3, 6, 8, 9.
9 damage, yeah. You rush in behind this thing and almost pushing your arm completely through its chest cavity. You kill it quite deftly there, Della. You dive in with a blade, sort of scoring a section out of its body as the creature goes limp and just begins to fall apart before your eyes.
Nice going.
As it drops to the ground, sort of still stinking as it does so, its tongue kind of whips around. You'll have to kind of narrowly dodge out the way of it as it whips past you, and then it collapses onto the floor.
Yay!
Yeah, you appear to be out of combat for the time being.
Yay, we did it.
That's that.
Well, is it though? Because do we need to keep going down the corridor to find out if there's any more of these things? Because our comrades are.
I was going to suggest the opposite, that we withdraw to the junction, just in case Solvig is having a hard time down his end of the tunnel. Then at least from the junction we can cover both avenues. We can help Solvig if he's fighting a losing battle, or we can dash back down this tunnel if more of them come through.
Now the sounds of battle have faded, can we get an idea if there's anything further up the tunnel noise-wise?
Let's have a perception roll, Della.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
Can I try a perception roll?
So
I think you can all take perception rolls.
Oh, I rolled a 3, so 12.
You don't hear anything coming from further down the tunnel.
19.
I'll start retching then.
23.
Yeah. None of you hear anything approaching from further down the tunnel.
But we also can't hear what's happening in Solvig's tunnel, can we? Which is...
No, you can't. I mean, with your 23, Brother Ramos, you can hear sort of the muffled sounds of something happening behind you. It's difficult to make out exactly what, but you can kind of you hear the odd ring of a sword against stone, that kind of thing.
Let's give him a hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should pull back.
And run.
Well, so that we can cover this tunnel and see what's happening with... Move back far enough to see if Solvig is in trouble.
Yeah, on board.
Yeah.
Back to the fork.
Yeah, start running.
All right, you start pulling back to the fork, where you would split off from Solvig, and as you do so, you quickly find yourselves sort of coming. As you get back to the fork itself, you can see the wounded soldier you had previously seen running the other way. You find him kind of slumped but conscious against the wall. He sort of sees you coming up. You can see he's found himself a crossbow, and it's just kind of sat there with it. Has it trained on the corridor. As soon as he sees that it's you approaching, he relaxes and pops it down.
Good chap.
Good chap, but keep it handy.
As we pass him, can I do a quick battle medicine on him?
Yeah, if you like to. Roll a medicine check.
Just see you running by, slapping a bandage on.
That's kind of how battle medicine works. Because battle medicine is basically the Pathfinder equivalent of rubbing some dirt on it.
With the 28.
That's great.
Good
Very
dirt.
nice.
He's as good as new.
That was pretty good. I didn't call it as a higher DC, so that'll be the standard one. So 2d8 he gets back.
Well, that's a 28 is a critical success on the lower DC. So it's 48.
Oh yeah, 48.
Oh, very nice.
How many of his comrades were dead in the tunnel?
You didn't see any corpses in the area you were fighting. You get the sense that there was a small checkpoint a little bit further on that obviously got hit by these creatures, and he was the only one that you've seen.
He gets 20 hit points back.
All right, very gratefully. You sort of bend down. You take a look at the wound on his face, sort of just slapping a salve on it, so that there's no chance of infection, that kind of thing. You heal him up a little bit. Very nice.
Yes, and lots of bed rest tomorrow, and drink plenty of water.
Aye, you're right.
Just always good advice. Right.
Always good advice.
Let's continue.
Let's go kill some more ghouls. Stab them in the ghoulies.
So you're heading down the left hand fork.
Yeah.
All right. You proceed down the left hand fork, and you do sort of start to hear the sounds of a small skirmish taking place, and kind of just as you sort of hustle down a set of carved stone steps, and once again you get a familiar you get the now familiar stench of rot that accompanies one of these larger creatures, and you enter a small chamber much the same size as you've previously been in. You see that there are two of these heralds of Summer's return, sort of fighting a lot smaller creatures, as well as you see Solvig, sword and scabbard in hand, sort of whirling and cutting against this larger creature. Kind of just as you get there, the two smaller creatures are cut down, and Solvig batters the larger creature across the face with his scabbard before plunging the sword through its chest. You watch as it goes limp against his sword, and he tips it off to one side.
Nice work. Bravo. Well done.
And kind of as he pulls the sword free, he glances around to see if there are any more threats around, and sort of just panting out of breath, he calls out, "All right, I think that's all of them. Everybody okay?"
Apart from the ones who aren't, yes. All those who can answer, yes. Answer,
yes. Chardonnay is a bit poorly.
All right. Hey, well done.
I've got a bit of a boo-boo.
All right, what was it? Was it more like these you fought?
Yes, one of the big fuckers and 4 of the small ones.
4 of them. Oh, that's not good. That they're really starting to. I feel like they're really testing our defenses. Their numbers keep growing. It's a little bit worrying.
Where they're coming from?
Do you know where they're coming from? Great minds.
I don't know exactly where. We don't know exactly where they're coming from. We know that there are packs of ghouls roaming the Undercity. Always have been. But they seem more organized than they used to be. They used to just be a danger if you were moving around on patrol down there. But now they seem to be actively testing our defenses.
These big
Are they
ones
just coming up here?
Yeah, we just. Well, this is our only route into the Undercity from Shrine of the Everbloom is these 2 passageways. I have heard that other cells have had similar skirmishes with things like this.
But whoever sent them is probably sending. Well, if I sent some of my troops out to test defenses and none of them came back, that probably indicates that those defenses are quite effective.
It does. But what's worrying is that their numbers seem to be growing. We're fending off small attacks like this a couple of times a week at the moment, but they are getting larger every time. Every time, just a couple more, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know how long that's going to keep up for.
Yes, if it just keeps on increasing, then. That's going to overwhelm these big ones are a bit different to normal ghouls. Can I take a knowledge check to see if I know what they are?
You absolutely may. I will make that check for you. What's your religion modifier?
At 12.
12.
As Alwyn closes his eyes and strains really hard as he tries to recall.
There's going to be no straining necessary, Olwyn. You know what these are. These are quite common. Ghouls themselves are quite a common nuisance in terms of the undead, and within kind of the ghoul population, there are larger ghouls that are usually kind of the leaders of small packs, known as ghasts.
Ghasts.
So ghasts.
So yeah, obviously a few. You know a fair bit about them. You've obviously encountered their. They are most famous for their horrific stench, which, as Otto has noted, they've almost seem to learn how to weaponize. Like they like to get as close to as many opponents as they can in order to overwhelm them with their horrid smell. Other things you know about them. I mean, you've proven that they react to positive energy, much the way that any other undead does. You also know, Olwyn, that they have some kind of natural toxin or venom that paralyzes their things that they hit.
Right, I'll share all that with everyone present, and I'll say, Solvik, Captain Solvik, you might want to consider, if these things are coming up, having some sort of, I don't know, get some cloth strips to, put over your men's faces and like mouths and noses to help protect from the smell. Garlic
up your nose.
Yep.
We've tried all those things.
Also helps against the coronavirus. Yes.
No, I think you'll find that's hydroxychloroquine. But no, we do try these things. We cover our faces. We've tried using sort of scented oils and things like that. It does help a bit, but it doesn't ever negate that like this smell that comes off these creatures is so powerful. It overwhelms those kind of defenses. They help, but they're not foolproof.
Right. What about nose plugs? Get some wax shoved right up into the nostril so it blocks off the nostril completely. You have to breathe through your mouth, but
it does make breathing more difficult.
Then you would taste it.
Yeah, it seems like it's not just that. There's something about their smell. They've learned very well how to weaponize it. Like it seems that even if it's just breathing it in normally, that's enough for it to have an effect.
But are they emanating a vapor of some kind? Because what I didn't get to test, because the urgency of the situation, was whether it was flammable.
I don't think it's a vapor of some kind. It's some kind of natural ability they have that allows them to focus that smell around them. Like the smell, you can smell it from quite far away, but it's only really when you're really close by that they can kind of focus it and make you feel very unwell. In terms of them being flammable, I don't think they are. Certainly not more than they would normally be.
Not more than we are.
What about plague masks?
Plague mask? Yeah, if you could get hold of something like that might help you against it.
Another shopping trip.
But that is mainly what a noxious weapon is for. It's not to actually harm you. It's to force you to do things which impede your fighting ability, to cover your face, to restrict your breathing, to restrict your vision, all sorts of things that you do to avoid the stench or the toxicity of it. But yes, that is. Then they get you because you can't see or breathe.
Yes, but if you're sick,
as well,
that's worse.
That's worse. But they know that you will take some measures, but the measures will restrict you.
Well, this is it. There is something about these bigger ones too. These ghasts, they have a little intelligence to them, and that makes them kind of dangerous, in my opinion.
Don't know. I'm fairly dangerous.
Sure you are, Alwyn. Sure you are.
Right. I don't know. Do we still want to go to the Bone Crashers now?
Weren't we going to do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go on your little scouting mission, you could still do so. Here, I tell you what, you're looking a little beat up. Let me patch that up for you. Is it just Alwyn who's hurt?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Weren't you at all healed by weren't you in range of my healing spell?
It was after the healing spell.
Ah.
All right. So Solvig will sort of come towards you, and you see he sheaths his sword and places that back against his side, and he instead draws a morning star, which is what he should have been using all along. But I'm dumb. I didn't read my notes properly. He draws his morning star, and he rests it on your shoulder, Olwyn, and as he does so, you feel a wave of warmth wash over you as he casts a second level heal. So you get 8 hit points back. Sorry, 16 hit points back.
16 to full. Right. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
That's Are you a cleric?
I am one of Milani's faithful. That's correct.
Excellent. Thank you. Right.
It's all right. You it sounds like you did some good. You did some good over there. Did any of my men survive? That there would have been 2 of them on that checkpoint.
Oh, we saw one coming out. I sort of patched him up as best I could.
We didn't see the other one,
No.
so we can only assume the worst.
Yes.
All right. Good to know. Well, we're gonna just check our perimeter, get ourselves shored up a little, and then we're gonna retire back to the shrine. As I say, if you want to go out on your scouting mission, you still can. If not, I suppose I'll see you in the morning. In the morning.
See if we can tend to Chardonnay. Can I instruct Chardonnay to retch?
Yeah. I think that's fine. And I think at this point, now that we are out of combat, I'm going to say that after a little while, Chardonnay eventually hacks up a hairball or something and gets
So does Stella.
Chardonnay, have you been eating cats? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, just good.
Right.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, should we pop along to the Bone Crasher?
Is this a good idea? I don't know if it's a good idea.
It's not
Are
a
we likely
bad
to get attacked?
idea.
Yeah, let's
We're
do
fine.
it.
We came through this and
I'm just a bit scared of those mirror men people.
it's fine.
Things.
We've got papers. We're fine to be out. We're not going anywhere we're not supposed to be, and we've got our cover story.
Okay.
Oh, let's do it then.
Let's go.
Remember, we're brave adventurers going to slay some bears and bring their pelts back as trophies. Yes, and that's why our slaves are with us, to carry all the pelts back, because we're such brave adventurers. We're going to take a big stack of pelts.
Let's go nab some bears.
Yes. Wonderful. Right.
To the bears.
See you later, Solveig.
All right, you take care now, okay?
Yes.
We will.
Good luck with your ghastly ghoulies.
Thank you. I think we need more than luck, but we'll do what we can.
Plague masks.
Okay. So yeah, what are you guys doing? Are you heading out to the Bone Grinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
we'll
way.
do that.
All right.
I've been talked into it.
Okay, so you make your way back into the main body of the shrine of the shrine of the Everbloom, and you begin ascending back to the city. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Being very careful when we cross over that bit, in the bit that the slaves aren't supposed to be in, to look out first.
Okay, if I could have a perception roll as you get to the surface, please.
Can I help with this?
You absolutely can.
Cool. Just as well. 17.
22.
22. Okay. So, Olwyn, you kind of step out onto the road, sort of look left and right, and as you do so, the coast looks clear, looks absolutely fine. You start to cross, and you begin to summon Otto and Brother Amos over. However, just as they are about to step out of the shadows, Della, you spot out the corner of your eye, you spot a patrol of Winter Guard rounding the corner and heading in your direction.
How do we?
Okay. So, Olwyn, as you see Della stop the other two in their tracks, you sort of look off to where she's seen something, and you see this patrol of Winter Guard. Looks to be a patrol of two humans and a troll, just sort of making their way around. You are still in the middle of the road. Well, what would you like to do?
Walk across the road to the destination that we were heading to anyway, but nonchalantly.
Sure. Okay.
Whistling always helps with that.
I'm not whistling.
All right. So you head your way across. What is everybody else doing?
I think we'll hide. We'll stay hidden.
I mean,
I'm good with hiding.
You've not crossed. You've not left the body of the building yet.
Let us stay in the body of the building.
Yeah.
So stay here.
Yeah. Just go close the door and stay inside.
Shut the door. Bye, Owen. You'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Don't worry.
He'll understand. He knows.
Right. So yeah, you kind of step back into the small outbuilding, but descend into the shrine of the Everbloom, and you close the door, sort of, perhaps leaving it open just by a crack. Could I have a stealth roll from the three of you, please? From Della, Otto, and Amos.
For fuck's sake.
19.
29.
14.
14. Okay. So as kind of Orwin sees that as these Winter Guard are kind of coming along, Otto, Amos, and Della sort of press themselves back into the chamber and close the door. As they progress along, they do not appear to have noticed you. However, kind of just as they're getting sort of right in line with the doorway, Brother Amos, you feel a tickle in your nose. You've got some dust in your nose, and you feel a sneeze coming on.
Can I grab Brother Amos's nose?
You sort of wrinkle your face and contort your cheeks a little bit, just try to keep it in. And after a second, it's just too much, and you let out this sneeze. And you sort of wait for a very tense moment as nothing happens. Della, you sort of creak the door open just a tiny bit, and you see the same patrol of Winter Guard, perhaps 200 or 300 feet further down the road, just seems to be chatting amongst themselves. They do not appear to have noticed you.
Well, that was close.
Just a bit.
Yeah. I think we can go over when they're out of eye shot.
Yeah, you step out the doorway, close it behind you, and you cross over to meet Olwyn.
Hello.
We did it.
Right,
We made it.
we're all ready.
Yeah.
We've successfully completed the side quest, crossing the road.
We are chickens.
All right, and then you're going to head in the direction of the Bone Grinder. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, for the sake of brevity, you make your way across WhiteThrone. It's a very peaceful evening. You can see there's although you can't really see the sky because of the kind of perpetual cloud cover, there is a slight break in the clouds tonight, and you can see just a glimmer of moonlight sort of drifting down onto the city. And as that dances across the roofs and the eaves of WhiteThrone, it's a very pretty peaceful sight, and you have quite a nice stroll throughout the districts of the city. The streets themselves are lit after dark, and you find yourselves coming eventually. You make your way out of the north gate of the city. Sort of being stopped very briefly by members of the Winter Guard, who ask why you're out so late. I'm assuming you tell them that you're heading off to hunt bears.
Brave adventurers,
Bear hunting.
slay
By moonlight.
some fearsome bears and bring their pelts back as trophies.
And, they sort of seem a bit disinterested as you say this. They don't press you as you say so. There is a quick cursory check of your papers. All seems to be in order. Your way's on through, and as you step out into essentially the wilderness of Irisum once again, you can see there's this small hamlet or collection of buildings a little way outside the walls of the city, which is dominated by a very large construction. There is a windmill, a towering monstrosity of a windmill that is easily the largest you've ever seen. It has 6 kind of wind sails, stretches at least 100 feet tall, and you can see that in the centre of the sails themselves, there is mounted the large skull of some massive and now long dead creature. And this, you assume, is the Bone Grinder. And that is where we're going in for tonight, folks.
A very impressive building. I wasn't ready for how impressive it was going to be.
That's cool.
Tall.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by hooksounds.com and editing by Stu Jackson. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Discord by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
Windmill. See, that's before some people's time, I'm sure.
And after some other people's time.
Yes, probably.
I
Rod
remember-
Hull and Emu.
Round about my time.
I remember Windy Miller
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
in, was it Trumpton?
Mine's a reference to Rod Hull and Emu and Grot Bags.
What bags?
Yep. Grot bags.
Rod
Somebody
Hull.
at the door.
There we go.
Somebody at the door.
So we survived the ghoulies now.
Yay. We did it.
We survived the Bone Crusher.
No, we haven't
Excellent.
survived the Bone Crusher yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
We've
we'll
seen
get
it.
there first.
We will. We will. That's my prediction.